And we've got somebody else coming in to join us. There he is. It's Jared from Jarrod'S Tarot. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
So, oh my.
Well, how's everyone doing tonight?
Is it just me, or are you hard to hear? Wait a minute.
Am I hard to hear?
You are for me.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Let me turn my speaker on. Yeah.
I'll turn my speaker up too.
There you go.
All right.
Okay. We've already got questions and people, but first of all, before we do anything, I always pull an oracle card. And tonight, it's going to be Dragon Oracle Cards by Diana Cooper.
Ooh, we were just talking about those.
Really?
You and me were just talking about them, yeah.
Yes. Well, guess what? When we were talking about it, Lily said, I've got those. Why don't I just send them to you? And I said,
well, bless her heart.
Well, I wouldn't want to put you out, but okay. Masha, so have we got, yes, I knew you'd love the dragons, girl. Okay, this is the scoop. Unless we get more, why is it not live on my channel? I don't know, and I needed to see the, oh, there we go. Oh, I got to turn it down too. Yeah, we're always really right up to date here. So if we don't have any more moderators coming in, Masha, I'm going to say I'm not going to do a list. We're just going to take questions as they come. And the PayPal link is in the description for both of us. And hey, Aaron. Okay, we were just talking about, can somebody give MBB 604 the PayPal links for both Jarrod and I? I would appreciate it. So, oh, here, let me just get myself grounded and centered because I was in a hurry. And we've got Magenta Dragon, who says he enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom.
Nice.
Awakens your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. I am ready for accelerated ascension. Yep. Thank you, Aaron. They're kind of off the cuff. So, after we're through with that, and we are, and I thank Spirit for this wonderful evening, and that everything is calm and collected and each deck reads true. Okay, I'm done with my little ritual.
Awesome.
And I didn't know you were, I forgot about you going to band practice. And so
yes. Yep.
I texted you right in the middle of it. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. We got it going.
It's Firefly. Lily. Okay, so we're getting some we're getting some moderators in here. So why don't we, Firefly, why aren't you a moderator?
Good question.
I mean, I might as well just make everybody a moderator.
That's right.
Okay, there you go. That should have done it. Did it do it? Where's the band?
Where's the band? They're all
Firefly's
going home.
saying. Okay. Did it get it? Is what I'm wondering. Yes. Okay. Let's this is moderators. This is what I'm thinking. I said no list, but if y'all are going to be there, and yes, Jared is at Midnight Meditations.
The artist formerly known as Midnight. You want to hear us play?
Do what?
She wants to hear us play. Well,
yeah,
I know the rest of the group's out, but
my guitar's downstairs, but
sweet.
You know. So do y'all want to do a list, yes or no, moderators? Because you're the one that's going to have to keep up with it. So somebody, let me know what you want to do. Otherwise, we're not going to have a list, and we're just going to, I'm waiting. Whew. You're welcome, Firefly. I'm going to say it. Thank you. I can help keep track of a list, Lady Lilithia says. Okay, so if you can get ready for a list, there was somebody way back here and who started. Okay, there we go. After a period of separation and reflection, will the Taurus and I reunite? That is an original question, and I would like to know. Do you want to do the reading first, or do you want me to? Or do you want me to follow you up with oracles, or do you want to both do oracles, or what? How are we going to play this deal?
We can look at it. Doing some waterfall tarot tonight.
Waterfall tarot.
Compliments of T.O. This is my Christmas present.
Yes.
And very pleased to have it here. So
I've got mine right down here.
Excellent. All right. A period of reflection, separation. Got a Taurus going. Oh. All right. You know, early on in the relationship, I think there was a lot of miscommunications. Let me add just a little bit of light to this situation. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe that'll help. Just a little bit. Not really. All right. So you have the Page of Swords. You know, early on, I think there was a lot of miscommunications there. And I think that's what caused a lot of the issues between the two of you. I think reflection was necessary because I think both of you hadn't figured out each other's needs, wants, desires, communication styles, love languages, all those things. And I think now you guys are in a better place with the Six of Cups. Six of Cups tells me that you guys are kind of meeting in the middle a little bit. You guys are kind of overcoming some of this. And so I feel like in the future, you have the Ten of Wands. I don't view this as a negative situation. I feel like things are coming together. Things are in a group. Things are kind of in place in the future. So will you reunite? Yeah, I think you will. I think both of you have kind of evolved a little bit. you learn what you needed to know, right? Indicative by the Six of Cups. Ten of Wands says, yeah, it's going to be a pretty good. Let me see. Maybe a little bit more, right there. Okay. I'm giving up on that. So, so yeah, Ten of Wands. I feel like both of you are headed in the right direction in the future. We can look forward to that. Both of you have kind of got your stuff together. And I think that was something that wasn't there early on between the two of you. So, yeah, absolutely. I feel like that's going to happen in the future. And it's going to be good.
Woo woo. There you go. I was going to pull a his, her, ours.
Nice.
On this question, which means we aren't going to do a whole lot of questions, but we're going to make the ones that we answer good because, come January 1st, things are going to start looking different around here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm going to start putting a price on my time.
Ooh.
I know. It's going to freak everybody out.
Isn't that weird? That is a strange concept nowadays, getting paid or compensated for your work.
Yeah, and energy.
Yeah. This really zapped it out of you. Yeah.
Those that come on a regular basis know when I'm zapped.
Oh, yeah.
So his energy, well, that figures. Okay, I'd like to know if you're male or female. MBV 604. That would be nice. Her energy.
Thank you, MB. Appreciate it.
Do what?
She says, I'm going to compensate both of you. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Oh, that really is sweet. And, oh, wow. Well, what I see is that the male in this situation has a very, is very intelligent, is very spot on in his assessment of others. The female in this is the Four of Pentacles. And she is holding home and house close to her. And their energy together is the sun. See in there, right there. Two people right there. And the sun. And that is just glorious kind of love and beauty between the two. So yeah, I see you getting back together. So there you have it. Woo!
I like those kind of readings.
Yeah, I do too. I hate it when the cards are mean. Or that's what I blame it on. Because I'm not going to blame it on spirit, I can tell you.
That's right. Or if I'm having a bad day, look out. All y'all breaking up.
Yeah. That's when you probably shouldn't be doing. Aaron, thank you for liking my quick picks. I don't know how. I don't know. I'm just doing. general tarot question. How can tarot reading change so drastically in one day? I would love to know what you mean by that, but I'm assuming you
Where's
had
that?
up at the top under living, along your breathing, keep living. It's MBB 604. And I think that it depends on the reader. And as we said, what kind of day they're having. And it may just be, I mean, we all have free will. We can change our outlook on things and our way about things. If you had one yesterday and then one next, yeah, right. Hi, Ange. If you I think it depends on the reader and their mood and their the cards they draw, the deck, what spirit has to say for that day. Spirit may be saying, no, don't do that. That's not a good idea. That, or maybe that's not a good idea and not put on there today. But spirit knows more than you do about what's coming up. You know, I mean, maybe you were gonna crash and burn that day, and the next day spirit had a different message for you. So that's what I think. Oh, it's fine. MBB6, I'm just going to call you 604. It's fine. I didn't take it that you were referring to this reading at all. So let's
The other
go
thing
on
to keep in
down.
mind, 604 is a tarot reading is a spot check. So it is how things are going to play out at this point in time, right? We all know that during the day things evolve, right? And so just like the weather can change if a weird cold front comes in and blows things out. It's going to change the weather patterns. So events can take place that really drastically change the future. And that's why I don't think that like a predestination or putting too much attention on the future is necessarily a healthy thing, because it is so nebulous. It can change so quickly. The other thing about tarot readings is they're indicative of what could happen, right? So sometimes, like tarot charms oracles was saying just a minute ago, is they can serve as a warning. They can tell you how things might go if you do this one thing, and they can serve as a warning for you to kind of veer away from that type of thought process and in a different, more positive one that will increase the likelihood of a harmonious outcome.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. I would add to that. So
This is the youngest or the newest member of the family. This is Seamus.
he's really growing.
Well, Seamus is the brother of Remy.
Oh,
I went back and got the brother because I felt so
okay.
sorry for him.
All right. I was thinking Remy because they look exactly the same.
They do, except Remy's a little oranger.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay, jump over there. There you go. And I take out for my cats. Okay. Jazz Wonder had a question. Thank you so much, 604. Really appreciate it. What are Jay's current feelings, thoughts, and feelings towards me? We are both friends and Capricorn sun. What are Jay's current thoughts and feelings? Thoughts and feelings. Well, you gonna take it? You want me to?
Well, I can jump right in there.
Jump right in.
No problem.
I think I'm gonna do his, hers, and ours.
Got a lot of complex emotions here with the Seven of Cups. It's not as simple as it's not a simple situation with this person. You know, they've got a lot of stuff going on in the background that's really taking a lot of their attention, and that's what really stands out in this card. Is, you know, look at this guy. He's looking at the all the different cups up here. You know, we got a big mix of different things. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we have prudence, we have hard work, we have, you know, diligence. You know, this person's hammering away at these pentacles, you know, carving them into shape. And it could be that your person is looking at this as either they feel like they're going to do a lot of work to keep this relationship going, or they're not willing to do the work or put in the work to develop the relationship. First card is the Ace of Swords. This person is definitely thinking about you a lot. It's whether or not they're willing to put in the work. And I think they're contemplating that right now, because relationships are hard. It's much easier to casually date someone than actually get into a relationship with them, right? And this person is contemplating as to whether or not they want to do this, because it's much easier to be a bachelor and date around and, you know, no strings attached and all this business. Because I feel like this person maybe has been hurt in the past and they're a little bit afraid of commitment. I think that's part of this complexity to the way this person feels about the situation. And the other thing too is you both are alike in a lot of ways. You've got both Capricorn suns, so, you know, there's a lot of energy there, right? And so, you know, this could mean that you guys are going to butt heads quite a bit, and so you're going to have to work on your communication. You're going to have to work through some of these things that you guys might butt heads about a little bit. So I would say that they're thinking about you, of course. I would say that it's a pretty strong feeling there. But it's not as simple as that. You know, if we got in a relationship that with everyone we had chemistry with, then we'd be in a lot of relationships, right? But the fact of the matter is, we don't end up in as many relationships as we would like, or with people, you know, we have chemistry with. So that's what he's got to decide. That's what he's working out in his head right now. And I feel like he's making some headway there. And it's looking pretty positive.
No. Get down. Okay, I'm going to do another his, hers, and ours.
Awesome.
Because I like it.
Thank you.
Okay, so his energy, her energy, and the energy together. Well, 10 of Wands. And I'm going to look at this as not only has he been working really hard, he has busted his ass to get what he's wanting. And now he's got it. And it's a bit of a struggle, but he's got it and he's working his way. And her energy is young, and she's gonna give of this home or this creativity or this love or whatever. I wouldn't say love, really. Well, love can go with that too. She's giving a gift. So her energy, I would say, is gifting. And their energy together is fire. It's passion, the Queen of Wands. And she is so together and strong-minded and passionate. So yours together, I would say, is I think it'll be a little bit of a struggle, but I think you're going to get past it. And that's what these cards say. Okay. And let's see, the next one I saw, if I'm doing something wrong, then somebody tell me, but I'm just doing what I see.
I'm just scrolling through.
Okay. I'll do that, Aaron. In fact,
Yeah, we'll also have Rada here. Any angel messages for my love life?
yeah,
Well,
I saw that.
Yep.
And let me
Angels
go
want
back.
to stay.
Let me go back.
Single.
Hang on just a minute. Rather, just a second. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay, let's see what the universe has to say about this love situation. For as long and keep living. My dear friend, we've been friends for what, a couple of years now, I suppose, huh? And been through some ups and downs, and it's been a good relationship. I'm very blessed. So let's see what the universe has to say about this love situation. Uh-oh. He can't help himself. No, that's hot. That's hot, baby. That will burn you. Okay.
Are we having a cat BQ here?
Yes. I'm telling you, I don't generally make a move. Everybody knows that here comes somebody in the picture. And okay, about this love situation. Girl.
Whoa.
You know what it's been telling us. So let's see what's happened since last week. Pulled cards on this. I'm just going to pull some cards. Okay. Jared, I shouldn't let you go first.
You what?
Should have let you go first.
Why?
I got the Hanged Man, first of all. But I'm going to say that the Hanged Man is a little bit different in my mind as what you would see in maybe other readers or or the books or whatever. But if you'll notice him, I was saying this morning. He's got like a ballerina shoe on, and you know those people like in Las Vegas, they get on those ribbons and
Oh yeah.
they go around and all that. That's what I see that he's doing. And so he's creative and he's getting a big download down here. So, but then I come up with the Five of Swords. And I'm thinking, well, it doesn't look like anyone's dead. It just looks like that he had a battle. And you see the people walking away back here. So there's going to be a type of battle going on. There's going to be this consciousness that you so need in your life, and some kind of battle. And I don't think it's going to be necessarily between you two. I think it might be a battle. Hang on. Like good and evil or something. And I don't believe in good and evil necessarily, but that's what is brought up by this battle. Um, but he wins. So I'm not going to look at that bad. Now, the only thing that I see here in the Four of Cups is, I mean, she's smiling. She's got these three cups or two cups that are, well, three cups that are overflowing with water, and one cup is empty. But she's smiling. And the difference in the way I'm reading this, well, there's lots of differences in the way I read things, but what I see is that there's more to come. You've got an empty cup, lots of love going around, but you've got an empty cup, which means that you've got more after this battle and this enlightenment. You're probably pretty tired, and it's giving spirit, universe is giving you a chance to breathe, have some nice love, and know that that love can be filled up even more. Ta-da! That's what I got.
Oh my gosh. Nice cup of love juice going on there.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Pros and cons, and then some opportunities coming up. All right. Pros. You can't really see it very well, but you have the ace of, there we go. Ace of Wands. All right. Cons, we have the Three of Cups. That's kind of a weird one for a con situation, right? Opportunities coming up. We have the Seven of Swords. This is a cool Seven of Swords because you have a clown, and he's got like 5 of the 7 swords, and he's kind of walking away. I was talking with Stacy a little bit earlier this morning about how we saw the Seven of Swords, and we didn't look at it as the theft card all the time. So here's what I see for your situation. I don't know anything about your situation, but I'll say this. There's a strong sexual attraction between the two of you. Okay. We get that. There's a lot of chemistry there. It's very evident. It's like the love juices are flowing all over this reading. Okay.
Sexual healing.
Sexual. But you guys may not have an opportunity right now to be together as much as you like. I sense that there's a little bit of longing to be with each other. Not a little bit, a lot of it. And so whatever the situation is in the background, because there's a situation floating around in the background that's kind of preventing you guys from spending the kind of time that you really want to. It's preventing you from being together like you want. Queen of Swords, awesome. Good to see you. Thank you. But then you have an opportunity to move past this. All right. I sense that there is a clown involved here. There's probably somebody in the background causing this situation. They're a real clown, but maybe not. But I see you guys being successful in the future together. Will it be perfect? No, it won't be perfect. It'll be imperfect, but that's life, right? All of life can't fit in a nice, neat little stack, right? We know that. Most things that we look at that are, let's say, handmade have imperfections in them. And what do we say about those imperfections? The makers, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm selling this crap. But the buyer looks at those imperfections and says, that adds character. I can tell this is handmade, right? And the flaws in things or life add character and spice and variety to our lives, and while it's not always the way we would want it to be in the perfect situation, it's still the way it's supposed to be. And I feel like that's going to be your situation coming up. Will it be perfect? No, it won't. Will it be awesome? Yeah, it will. So that's what I see for your situation. With the Hangman in there, what's funny is it's on the bottom of the deck. I feel like things are going to turn around for you guys in a positive direction, So that's what we got.
Thank you. I think that's wonderful. And it's what I've been saying for a little while. Now, the next...
We just had a donation. We just had a donation from Queen of Swords.
Okay.
Queen of Swords.
Do we have a question?
Yeah, we have a question. It says, how is Jay currently feeling about me? We've had a falling out, and he is not responding to my text messages.
Well, let me find that and put it up there. Roddy will come back to you in just a minute.
Right back to you,
dear. Major cards out and everything, but donations come first. Let's see. I'm looking.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the bottom.
I'm looking, guys. Give me a second. I've got so much. There it is.
She's working so hard over there, folks. She's smoking.
No, I've got
She's on fire.
Coming in. I had to get the stagnancy off my cards. Okay, go first.
Oh, okay. So let's look at this situation. You guys had a falling out. Let's see what's going on there behind that. All right. All right. Got the Ace of Cups. So I think this is literally a love language issue. Okay. I think the two of you view expression of love in two different ways. Maybe one of you expresses their love in giving of gifts, and the other one is more vocal about it, let's say. And one of you might be saying, well, what the heck? Why won't you ever tell me how you feel? And the other one's like, I do tell you how I feel. I'll give you gifts all the time. You know, it's probably the person. It's probably Jay, huh? So that's the overall energy. Yeah, I do see the situation with the Eight of Cups. It comes in there. That's pretty evident. We have the Justice card and then the Four of Cups. All right. I feel like you guys are going to iron this thing out. I feel like Jay wants to iron this out. I feel like he's thinking, oh my gosh, if we could only sort this out. I think there's a huge misunderstanding here. I feel like this is something that we can work past. If I only had a chance to explain how I feel or, explain my point of view. And so with Justice, this is going to get sorted out. We're going to get to the nitty gritty. We're going to balance the scales, if you will, and create some stability in this love situation. Because I think somebody's missing something here. And I think it's both of you. I think both of you, respectfully, I think both of you are missing some piece of the puzzle from the other person's puzzle. And so it's going to take some understanding and some open-mindedness for you both to see each other's point of view and work past it and learn to understand how that person feels. He's got to talk to me to work on it, not ignore me. Yeah. And that's how men are sometimes, right? Men. Because, it could be that maybe he feels like he said all he needs to say. And, certainly he has some fear of being judged by what he says. He's like, shit, I say all the wrong things anyways. Why say anything? Because we always say the wrong things. So I
Did
feel
you
like
have to say it like that?
We do. Man, we gotta learn to express ourselves more clearly, more concise, and it's hard for men sometimes, especially if their upbringing was such that they didn't really express themselves. The men didn't express themselves in their families. Very common situation.
How is Jay currently feeling about you? And I'm sorry about the falling out because I know that is really stressful. I want to see what Spirit has to say, and I want to just take a minute. Different deck. Okay, this is what I've got. The King of Swords. Again, just different day, if you can see it. And I really feel like that, well, you're going through some challenges, obviously. And yet, this is just such a awesome dude. And he's going to, it's like he either cuts you off at your knees or he has to sit back and think about it, because he's not one to just jump into something. Or that's what I'm getting. The Nine of Cups. Well, y'all have been through, evidently, from what I see, a lot. And here she is having a dessert. So I see that things are going to look up. He's gonna get over whatever it is that's got him upset, which I think has to do with words. Just a misunderstanding. It shouldn't have been as big deal as it was. So y'all are going to understand that you've got a lot between you. And then I get the Three of Swords. Now look at this. She's looking through binoculars. The sword, but not swords, I'm sorry, Three of Wands. And the wands are back behind her. And she's looking forward. So I would say that here you've been through kicker. You've been through knowing that there's a lot of love going around. And then you find that you're looking towards the future. I say that just give it a minute. It's all okay. He is going to be okay. And y'all need to discover, well, your love languages. I mean, sit down. You can look them up on Google. What are love languages? And say, what is your love language? How do you express love? For me, it's gifts, hands down gifts. And I love to give gifts. But for my husband, it's what? He likes quality of time. And I'm just not into that. But I do it because I love him, and he is such a good man. If that's what he needs is quality of time, then he's got it. So anyway, find out what your love languages are and talk about them. That's what I have to say. And good luck and be blessed. Thank you a lot.
So we had
Now,
another one roll in.
Another.
Another donation reading. So Die. And she posted
really?
here as well. And I've got it here on the type. So what's M's feelings towards me?
What are M's feelings towards me?
Yep.
I am trying to find that because I would like to put it up. At least her name.
It's at 10:47.
It's 10:47. I don't see. You know better than that. Okay. Oh no. Um, that was the wrong thing. At 10:47, what are M's feelings towards
Yeah.
me?
That's it.
Do you feel like you want to go first, or?
Sure, I'll do it. So we've got judgment is the overall feeling that I'm getting. Okay. All right. M is making up his mind here. It's kind of like M has to realize that this is something that is a great opportunity for him in love. And we see that because we have 2 5s in a row. First, we have the 5 of Pentacles. That's kind of a bit of a risk for him. And, you know, I think every guy has to deal with a bit of risk when he's looking to get into a relationship with someone. I feel like M has a fear of rejection because it's been there in the past. And rejection sucks for dudes, especially, right? You know, then the other aspect of this situation is M's got to decide, well, okay, what if we get in a relationship? Are we even going to get along? Are we going to fight a lot? I mean, does this person have the same beliefs as I do? So there's a lot of risk here for M. And that's what he's looking at. He's like, okay, well, wait a minute. If I do this, then I'm taking a risk of getting rejected. And then, so if I ask her out or we start developing this relationship, there's a fear of, first and foremost, rejection. Once we get past that, now we've got to figure out, okay, well, is this person going to share the same values and beliefs that I do? Because I feel like there could be a considerable difference in values, beliefs, upbringing, things like that. You know, where maybe it's even a religious difference. You know, it might be, you know, a class difference. You know, we might be looking at a different, you know, backgrounds, socioeconomic backgrounds. You know, so there's some different sticking points for this person to get over. 2 of Wands. So there are choices to be made here for your person. And certainly you've got his attention. You definitely have his attention with the Judgment card. But he's doing the man thing and calculating as to whether or not this is going to work. And he's got to make that decision because he's got choices to make. Does he work on his, you know, does he stay single and work on his finances and all this other stuff, you know, work on his career and all this mumbo jumbo in the background, or does he invest a lot of his energy into this situation? Because it does take a lot of energy, you know, and so he's trying to figure out if this is something that is worthwhile to do. In Thoth, this is dominion. All right. So this is all of the things that we can control. And then the next card in Thoth is the 3 of Wands, right? Which is virtue. Okay. So now we look at, okay, once we figure out what we can control, what we can't, now what do we do with that? And so that's where he's at right now. He's like, okay, what factors can I control here? What types of things might I have influence on? And then once he figures that out, now he's got to do something with it. So he's on the beginning stages of the decision-making process. So you want to know what his feelings are? You've got his attention. You've got his eye. All right. He's got to figure out whether or not this is something that he wants to get into, invest energy, time, and effort into. Whether or not you guys are going to get along. I feel like you guys need to get to know each other better. That's what this reading is telling me, is you don't know enough about each other to convince him one way or the other. So without jumping both feet into a relationship, you guys need to get to know each other on a casual basis and figure out what each other is about. See what I'm saying?
So what I was thinking was not what M's feelings are towards me, but what do I need to know about M that will help me on this journey? I mean, that would have been the question I really wanted to answer. Not that your question isn't just fine, it is. But I'm curious to know what it is that you need to do to be prepared for a relationship. So, anyway, what are M's feelings towards you? Now, you heard what Jarrod'S tarot said. I'm pulling some crazy cards. So I'm going to say it like this, Dada. After you get to know each other, because I believe Jarrod is completely right about that, to really know each other. Because I got the Two of Cups. There's some love there. I think if you get to know each other, you're going to find out that there's a lot of love. There's a lot of connection and beauty and consciousness. I know that sounds weird coming from a hanged man, but that's where I'm coming from. And the lovers. So, I mean, those three cards together just say, I'm kind of speechless because I completely agree with Jarrod'S tarot. You need to get together, but I think what his feelings towards you are going to be once he gets to really know who you are to the core is just going to be love, and a lot of spiritual attraction. Dance, baby, dance. I hope that helped, and I hope that answered your question, Dada. Thank you very much. And I want to know from whoever who is next.
I'm just
Yeah, Aaron, I'm excited too. You're looking through your phone.
mm-hmm. Yeah, we're caught up on my end here.
Okay. Well,
You're
Shirley
welcome,
had a
Dada.
question.
Shirley did?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Radha was the first question. Radha had a question before anybody way back. So I am going to do two things, and if you don't mind, I'll start out.
Go for it.
I'm going to do two things. Radha's a question. May I get angel messages for my love life? Anything Angel wants to say. So, angels, give us the right question on Roddy's love life, or the right answer on Roddy's love life. I'm drawing an oracle first, and that's the one that's coming out. There is a sacred plan for you in your love life. It's not just a, hey, this is good. It's not just a go check it out and see. It's a sacred plan. So I don't know if you know him yet or not, but from that, I'd say it's pretty important. And then I've got the angel wisdom card, and they're kind of hard for me to use, but because they say stuff on the cards that kind of throw me off. I don't like that. But I thought, well, this is the one I was drawn to, and it was angels. So the question is a message from the angels. And see, I'm right. I'm all into angels. I mean, I am going to write a book about angels. Seriously. And we pulled the Seven of Swords. And what it says is, a loss of peace of mind or personal freedom, take caution, be aware of others' actions, a material loss, make sure you're being honest with yourself, embarrassing secrets. Okay, I can understand that could be true. But it's a sacred plan. He's got a sacred plan, or universe creator has a sacred plan for you. And it may not be what you at first think it is. And you'll find out pretty quickly when this person steals your joy. But coming up is to you, sir.
What? Sorry? Something coming up?
To you, sir. You. Yeah,
Oh,
what's coming up?
I'm up to bat. Okay, here we go.
Rhonda, don't say goodnight yet. This is your reading.
Oh, I think she was saying goodnight to as long as as you're breathing. She's taking off. She's ready for night time.
Love you, darling. Okay, Radha.
Okay. Overall energy is the 10 of Wands. I think, okay. So I think your love life has been challenging. And you're kind of sitting there scratching your head going, why is this not working out the way I wanted it to? And I think we've all been there before. We can all relate to that. So you're not alone. first and foremost is you have to decide with the Queen of Cups what it is you want out of a relationship. Is it you want companionship? Is it you want passion? How do you define love? Right? That's a big one. Because so many people say the word love, but they don't know what love truly means. You know, because past passion and romance, okay, is paying bills, rearing children, it's being tired of shit, not having time to spend quality time with your person like you want to. You know, maybe it's getting old, you know, and your person has some health problems, you know, and you've got to take care of them. And, you know, that's way past all the love and the romance and the, you know, the butterflies in the stomach and all those things. Because as love evolves past all of that initial stuff, it becomes more about commitment to a cause, right? And it's a commitment to that person you're with and their well-being and their happiness, no matter what. And so you have to define what love is to you and what you want out of a relationship. And then you have to find somebody. You have to go out and actually find somebody. Page of Swords. You're actually going to have to go out on the path and find somebody who has a similar way of thinking about love. See? Ten of Pentacles. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity for family, house, a dog, or a cat, or many cats. However you define it, however you picture it. I saw a Ten of Pentacles once. I don't remember where I saw it, in what deck, but it was a beautiful card because it was totally different from the way we picture the Ten of Pentacles. You know, this picture's painted. The one I'm talking about is actually someone painting this picture. So you see part of the picture, and there's a person with a paintbrush painting this picture. You'd want a dog as a pet? Hell, get a couple. But you have the opportunity in the future, depending on your efforts now, finding these people that think like you, view love like you, meeting them, getting to know what they think about, how they view love, what they want out of relationships. And then you'll find a match, okay? And you will find a match. And you'll be able to paint that picture. You'll be able to paint that long-term relationship picture with this person. So this is coming for you. It's going to take some effort on your part. Okay, you're going to have to go first look inward and say, okay, what do I, Rada, want out of a relationship? How do I define love? What kind of a person do I want to spend the rest of my life with, no matter what? You know, maybe this person ends up in a wheelchair and you got to give them sponge baths for the rest of your lives. Okay. You know, I always tell people, you know it's love when you be willing to wipe this person's backside for the rest of your lives or change their depends, right?
Wait a minute, I'll wear the pins. Back up, buddy. You know, something I wanted to say here, though, was with my message. It didn't really make a lot of sense to me until you read.
Hmm.
And what I want to say to Rada is you've got this plan. You've got this person that you're going to have to go out and put yourself out there for, but he's there. And 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 in the meantime, I believe, Spirit believes to tell me that I believe. That's just how it is. It may not be. I don't know. I just tell what is said to me. To beware of those people, those guys who want to take advantage of you. Just beware of them.
Yep.
Because that sacred guy is coming along. Just don't fall into because you're so wanting a relationship after a hell of a year. You're wanting that relationship deeply. Just take it slow and easy and watch out for the bastards. Okay? That knight in shining armor will come along. Well, I don't know if he's really that, but that one that's planned for you.
He might be wearing Dockers and penny loafers, but anyway, he's there.
Yeah. I hope that helped you. And Lily, where are we now? Firefly says, well, yes, they're diapers, Lord.
Ten of Wands has been coming out a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think people are at a point in their lives right now, and I feel this way too, that, we're at the end of 2021. We're looking at a new year ahead of us. 2021 has been a year of challenges for everyone. I think that's fair to say. And we're hoping for a renewal of our luck, of our, some good karma maybe headed our way. And, I think that's indicative of the Ten of Wands. We've done all the work. We've got all those wands in a bundle. Now we're ready for something new, fresh, and exciting, something better. So it makes sense why it's coming up.
So, Aaron asked me to ask my spirit team, or my spirit guides, what she should add or subtract in her life. And what is hollering at me is that you should add more trust. Are you a Debbie Downer? As we used to say back in the olden days. Are you one who is not a Debbie Downer, but somebody who doesn't trust easily? I know it's going to be hard to do so, but trust that what is for your highest and greatest good is coming into your life. And it may be uncomfortable as hell, but it's coming into your life. Now, what you should subtract, let's see, what you should subtract in your life are bad decisions. You've made bad decisions about men. Is that true? Well, that's what I'm hearing, is that there have been some, not bad, but yucky decisions about men in your life. And you need to, as Jarrod'S tarot said, look inside yourself, figure out what it is that makes you attracted to those kind of guys, and let it go. Just breathe in all that wonderful energy from the spirit realm, and how glorious it is, and how worthy you are. And then you can add some really good stuff and subtract some really yucky stuff. So if that resonates in any way, let me know, Aaron. That's what I got from spirit realm. And is I don't know if you wanted me to pull cards. In fact, I'll just pull a card. Let's see what it is. Yeah, the two of swords. I think you've been putting blinders on because you didn't want to make the decisions to do the things that you know you need to do. You already knew you needed to do these things. Trust more, but on the other hand, get those bastards out of your life. I can't think of a better word to say. Motherfuckers out of your life.
That should be one of those posters that you see in the offices, you know? It's like a picture of a farm pond by a moonlight. It says, "Look out for the motherfuckers."
I like that.
I'd
I'm
buy
not
it.
put it up in my bedroom. So they'll come upon the decision at some point, I think, that you're going to ace, you're going to make it right, you're going to do fine.
Yeah.
You've got the light of the moon leading you, and when you think it is the darkest, there's still some light from the moon. So go for it. Okay, Jared. Follow that one up.
Okay, sure, I can do that.
Good deal.
So I have crossing bridges, and this is it's this person. She's got a little lamp, and she's crossing this beautiful bridge. Too bad the lighting's crappy. Oh yeah, I guess you can kind of see it there. Yeah. It says time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So I think there are some things that you need to release from your life. And I feel like it's your past. You just mentioned it. You made some bad decisions, but does that mean you have to make bad decisions in the future? It doesn't, right? You've seen that in your past, and now you know where to go in the future. So all too often, I think we get stuck in this trap of feeling like, well, I have done these things in my past, so therefore I don't deserve better, right? or it, like you said in your comment, it traps you. Well, it doesn't have to. There's a saying that the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. I think that's true for the most part. But when we learn from our mistakes, we can also make better decisions in the future. Some things in our lives are not meant to shape our future in a negative way. Some things are actually there to teach us the way, right? It's like, we will have relationships, let's say, that the only purpose it served was to teach us that we deserve much better, and that a real connection is so much more than what we had. So it's almost like a teaching tool. And some of those relationships can be, soul connections, right? Like you can be a soulmate with this person and feel like you're destined to be with this person forever. But the only reason that person has a connection with your soul is to teach you something that Spirit wants you to know. Okay. So I feel like healing is in order for you. You need to allow yourself to be healed. You need to make new connections, right? And be willing to cross the bridge into a new part of your life, because it's like super Six of Swords energy, right? You look at the Six of Swords, and it's this woman, and she's got her son with her, and they're on this ferry, and they're going across this big piece of water, from wherever they came. And she is trying to show her son a different way of life with more opportunities. And they didn't exist where she just came from. And she wants a better future for her son. Well, what if that son was your future self, your higher self? Okay. And those relationships that you had and those bad decisions that you would have made, because guess what? We've all done it. We've all made bad decisions. Okay. You're not alone.
So, go ahead, Jared.
So that's the first thing I would say is this is straight up Six of Swords energy. Okay. I'm going to throw 3 cards here. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands again, and Queen of Cups. So you've had some struggles. Okay. Maybe you had some successes in your life in the past, and they kind of went to shit, and then you were left, stuck holding the bag, and life's been difficult. Okay. But I'll tell you what, this Queen of Cups here, if I can focus it, she has really learned a lot from that situation or those situations. It's helped her to realize parts of herself that she would never have seen otherwise. With tribulation comes great wisdom. And I feel like all of the life lessons that you've had to learn, because guess what? I learned the stuff the hard way too. I do it, so you're not alone there. But those things are there to teach us lessons in life that we would never hold a lamp to otherwise. Unless we were in the dark, we would never hold the lamp to it and decide, okay, well, this is not what I want. This is not how I want to live my life. This is not what I want in my future. This is not what I want in my family. So these are blessings in disguise, is what they are.
So, Aaron, I'm going to share something with you. Not what, but just the fact. As Jared was saying, we've all done really bad bullshit in our lives, but I am the queen of really poor decisions. It's because that's why I'm so wise now. I mean, I have fucked the fuck up and wondered how the hell I was going to get out of this situation. Because, oh my God, I was in over my head and just looking for a lifeboat to come along. So, anyway, as saying that, what made me think of that was that, yes, we've all done really stupid shit, but to us, it's like the worst shit in the world.
Yeah.
When maybe it's really not. It just, other people are making you feel as if it's the worst shit in the world.
Yep.
Hey, Gavin, when really and truly, you are not that person anymore. That's over and done with. Go live your life. Enjoy. Live your life. Just live it. And don't pay any attention to those assholes who tell you that you're not doing it right or you're not good enough or anything. And don't pay attention to your own ridiculous head if it starts saying, oh, I'm not good enough. Well, hell yes, you're good enough, Aaron. So just go out there and show the world who you are. Make sure you find out for yourself who you are first, but go out there and show the world who you are. There you have it. That's something
It's great advice.
wanted to add. Yeah. Okay. So, where are we, Lily? Gavin, how are you? This is Jarrod'S Tarot. Do you know him? Those of you who do not, you've got to meet him. We've got time for this question and one more, and we're stopping, okay?
Okay.
For a full-time position, which company is better for me? Okay. I or T or D?
Gavin's been sick for the past 2 days.
Oh, Gavin, that sucks. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better today. And Aaron, I understand that. It's not about screwing over others. What I'm saying is others don't let you forget your fuck ups.
That's true.
People just don't.
And most of the time, it's because they've screwed up worse, and they're trying to call it off themselves by pointing fingers at you. So they're projecting.
Exactly.
Yep. All right. Let's look at the companies. So we're looking for a full-time position. We're trying to figure out which one's better for you. Well, without knowing anything about the company or what you're looking for, let's see if we can make sense out of this situation. All right. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Lover. We have the High Priestess. I think there's going to be things about both companies that is going to take time to reveal itself. You're not going to know right away whether or not which one is a better fit for you. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of time. Just like the Lover's card, you have to get to know your lover. Okay. Same is true with your jobs. Okay. You're going to, wherever you end up, okay, you're going to be the new person for a little while, and then things are going to evolve, and you're going to start to see through all the facade, because every company has a facade, right? They're trying to put their best foot forward. They're trying to, make it look like they're, the best company to work for. When in reality, we all know that every company has their flaws. There's inter-office politics. There's, the compensation packages aren't as good as they say they're going to be. Your insurance is crap when they lead you to believe, oh yeah, we got great insurance. And you're just like, okay, why am I having to pay this much freaking money for shit insurance? So every company has this, and every company is going to have that one person or maybe a couple people that make your life difficult. Okay. So all of them have that. Okay. I feel like for you, it really comes down to a compensation package. Pay me what I'm worth. I feel like what you're wanting in your life right now is to better your financial situation. And so for you right now, it's all about, okay, are you going to pay me what I'm worth? Okay. You're not going to take some job that's going to pay you beans when you could take another job that has just as many problems as the other job, because there's no, okay. All right. Back up with me. So, the saying that goes, I'd rather make, hardly any money if I was just happy going to work every day and I just had the perfect job. Well, guess what, people? Write this in your journals. The perfect job does not exist. It doesn't. There's always that one asshole. There's always that one manager. There's always that one shit employee that doesn't like how good you're doing your job. So they're trying to sabotage you. So there you are, getting paid beans, and you're dealing with this crap, where you could be getting paid a whole lot more and be dealing with the same crap. All right. Unless you're working for yourself, you're always going to have a boss who's a pain in the ass. So I think really it comes down to compensation. If you feel like both these companies are a good fit for you and you could go either way, which one pays more?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I'd go. But you're a grown-ass adult and you're going to have to make that decision.
Right. Now, I'm going to go a little out on the limb, which you guys already know. And I don't know if Jarrod'S Tarot's been around when I've done it. But I see they're saying 3 different companies, I or T or D. So I'm going to use a pendulum. A pendulum.
Pendulum.
And
I don't know. How do you say it anyways? Pendulum? I'd say it that way.
Well, that's how I say it. But then I got to thinking, well, is it?
Is it a
Because I'm
pendulum?
really tired. So is the company that's better for you? And the answer is yes. Is it T? Spirit. No, T is out. Is it D? It's swinging in a circle, which means maybe. I haven't had it done that. No, hadn't done that in a very long time. That's crazy. So, what I'd say is, I forgot which was which.
I was the winner.
Okay. Or D, maybe.
Maybe D.
Like if, huh?
Maybe on the D. Yes.
Maybe
Definitely
on the
not
D.
T.
So, no.
So I or
So
D.
I or D, not T. Firefly. T is out. It's a no-go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I hope that helped. Shiva or
Shivy?
Shivy. Shivy, I guess. And are we through now? Lily. Thank you, Firefly. I think we're through.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give Lily just a chance to. Lily had her son put down early tonight, like 8 o'clock or something.
What's your secret? Yeah. Chloroform? Nap time.
There are 2 more minutes. I thought we were going to do that last one, and there wasn't going to be any more.
There's 2 more on the list. Do I have an Instagram? Gavin, yes, I do. It's Jarrod'S Tarot. Show enough. In fact, we do coffee in most mornings, and we'll just sit there and shoot the breeze and pull some cards and have a few laughs.
It's a lot of fun, Gavin.
Yeah, there's kids that come in. They're usually not wearing pants. Neither am I, but let's be honest here.
He's such a funny kid. He's just so different.
Oh, man.
So like his daddy.
The dude loves the camera.
He does. I've been saying that for ages.
Yeah.
It's like he comes in and he's hugging his daddy, but looking at the camera.
Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, we know why you're here.
Oh, well, that'll do it. So who's on the list?
Yep. So we got 2 on the list. Shirley's on the list.
The question is this: how is my love interest feeling towards me currently? Shirley, I have a question. Are you his love interest? Or is he just your love interest? That's what I'd like to know. Will you throw that in there?
Oh, Jay knows after Shirley.
So I'm really wanting to know from Shirley. The question, is he your love interest, or is he also, are you he is my love interest, but He touches me a lot and asks me tons of questions. Oh, so he's okay.
Like creeper touching or hello, Shirley. I've got a question. Pat you on the head.
Throw those cards.
We're just friends.
Kind of scary.
He's massages.
Sure, it's like that with this girl that he knows, and she is freaked out, man. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that, was I?
What?
No, you didn't hear me. That's good. I hope your wife doesn't hear that either. Okay.
Okay, let's see. He acts like he likes me, but I can't read people very well. Okay. Like arm on your shoulder. Okay. All right. Okay. So 9 of Cups. We have the Sun. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like you're probably reading this situation pretty well. Men don't touch people unless they feel a connection to them physically. Men tend to show their affection in a physical way. So I would say there it is. The 9 of Cups. This person is single. This is you, except you're probably a lot better looking than this guy. The Sun. The thing about the Sun is, and a lot of times you see it in some of these cards, not in this one, but you'll see this in a lot of other decks, is the complementarity, if that's a word,
Ooh.
of the Sun. Okay. We're talking about matches, we're talking about someone who is well suited. So I feel like this person feels like they're well suited for you. Maybe you feel the same about them. So there's a little bit of, heat, if you will, in a good way. Okay. When this person touches you, how does it make you feel? Does it make you feel creeped out? No, obviously not, right? You welcome that. I feel like there's a bit of something going on in the background here that we don't know about this picture. Okay. And that is, there's something in the background here that complicates things. Because this person touches your shoulder and asks you questions. Well, I get the feeling that this is a work relationship. Am I wrong? And there's a reason why you and this person haven't kind of progressed past this point.
So is it a work relationship, Shirley?
Opportunities, 5 Pentacles. Some big changes coming up. Kind of rolling the dice there.
Is he a young one?
It's a professional relationship. Aha. So it depends on the type of question he's asking you. Shirley, as he grabs your arm, are you flossing every time you brush your teeth? Shirley, It seems like you tend to drink a lot of coffee. You probably need to drink more water. Let's see. I really like him. He is 40, so okay, he isn't that young.
He isn't that young.
Yeah. It's not like, you know, you're going to have to give him a sippy cup if you guys go out for drinks.
Oh, hell, I'd date somebody one
With a
time.
sippy cup. Be like, that sippy cup is so hot.
And I would take a sippy cup with me and a diaper bag. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, wait a
used
minute.
to be kind of creepy. Oh, it used to be kind of creep me out when he first used to touch me. Then I fell hard for him. Ooh. Well, I predict that something is going to change in the nature of you guys' relationship. So I feel like at some point somebody's going to strike up a conversation, and it's going to be like one of those, oh well, so big plans for the weekend, dude. And I'd be like, oh, doing this, blah blah blah, or maybe he'll ask you, and then you'll say, well, I hadn't really thought about it. However, I was thinking about going and seeing a movie. And you talk about what the movie is, and he goes, yeah, I've been wanting to see that. And you're like, well, shit, I know we're, in this kind of deal, but you want to go see that thing together.
No kidding. Right.
Smooth, right? Ah,
there you go.
My best material. So then they go, actually, you know what? I kind of would. And you're like, great. I'll get your phone number. We'll look at show times and figure out a time that works for both of us. And bam,
it's against the rules for him to go out with her.
You can always be reassigned somebody else.
So he wanted to go, but he couldn't go. So okay, so the whole thing is, I think Jared said it all. I think he's exactly right. I will see what the ladies have to say about it, because they're going to tell you the truth. And let's, Lily, if you don't mind, let's make sure that we keep down at the bottom that we're closed after our next reading.
School will be over soon. School of Hard Knocks here.
Right, there you go. It's so suspensive. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I got, Shirley, the Wheel of Fortune.
Zeneb donated.
Yes. And we need to put that's fine, Lily. Just Firefly, thank you. Okay. They'll have it'll have its ups and downs, but the Wheel of Fortune brings you a little bit of everything, and it's going to come back around to where you need it to come. It's going to take some time. That's all there is to it. So if you really like him, hang in there and let him this is a good time to get to know each other. So go for it. There you have it, Shirley. I hope it works out for you. And the last reading of the night.
Guzman.
One's intention.
Let's see what's going on with Usman. So I take it I feel like you're looking at whether or not Usman is going to commit to you in a relationship. So like you've been talking and you're wanting to figure out if Usman is going to commit to you in a relationship, maybe propose or something. Does that sound about right, Zaneb?
Yeah. Yes, that's right, Jared. They're currently separated.
Okay. Of the Page of Cups, we have the Five of Pentacles, and then we have the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is going to come together during 2022. Big changes coming up, probably on the brink of change right now. Early on, we had, the Lothario of Hearts, Usman coming in there, schmoozing, really laid it on thick, and then all of a sudden he went cold. And now there's a communication gap. I feel like you guys are on the brink of change. I feel like whatever separation you've had is coming to an end soon. You're going to overcome this. Okay. It starts with communication. And I feel like the Six of Swords is crossing that bridge. I feel like reconciliation with the Four of Swords, peace, truce is coming towards you both. What does he want from you? Well, that's a different question, isn't it? He's really stuck on you. The Devil card. I think he has a perception of you that is unrealistic. Perhaps unrealistic expectations from you.
He has a huge one.
Has a huge ego.
Ego. Okay.
Magician. Yeah. Justice. As time goes on, I feel like as you learn to work on your communication, I think the facade that he has, maybe you've been putting your best foot forward and he has an unrealistic expectation of you. Maybe he doesn't really know who you truly are. I feel like that's partially the case. You wanted him to see the best side of you, but does he know, the rest? Justice. I feel like this is one of those situations where this is going to balance out as you guys get to know each other, as you get past all of this, the faces, because I think he has a face, you have a face, you're wanting to show your best side to this person. It's going to balance out. Seven of Wands. So it is at times with this person, it's like feast or famine, isn't it? And when he comes around, it's like he wants all of your attention. And I feel like that's part of his unrealistic expectations of you, because you're your own person. You have a life to lead, and all he wants is 100% of your attention. But we're older. Yeah. Life circumstances are coming into play. You're not, 15, 20 years old anymore where you can devote that kind of time to each other. You guys are going to have to meet each other where you're at now. And that's a difficult thing because he has a different picture of you. His initial impression of you was back in the day. The Zeneb now is not the Zeneb that he has the impression of. And he's going to have to come to terms with that. And he will through time, because we see it in the Justice card. But it's not going to be an easy realization for him with the Seven of Wands. It's not going to be. He's not going to like it, because he's going to realize that there's some things that have to be done. There's some things that demand your attention more than him. You can't just drop everything you're doing and be at his beck and call.
Y'all aren't like arranged to be married or anything, are you? Because if you are, you need to get things kind of patched up. I'm going to end it by the same way I started, with the Dragon Oracle cards. And I want to say a thank you to everyone who has been here. Oh, you were supposed to get married when you were missing. Okay. I want to thank everybody here for being here. I've enjoyed it, and I want to say a special thank you for Jarrod for being here. He always makes my day. So I'm going to pull out 3 of these because that's what needs to be done. The white gold dragon from Lyra. And it says connects you to the highest Christ light. Meaning the highest part of the Creator's light. And it says develop your causal chakra, bathe in 9th dimension Christ light. So in other words, just put your head in a clear view and don't think of anything outside of that. Just keep it centered clearly. Archangel Gabriel's dragon brings purification, self-discipline, speed ascension, and bring you joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. So I keep going the wrong way. So you're going to bathe in the 9th dimension Christ light, or the Creator's light. And in order to do that, you have to have self-discipline. And it's saying if you have that self-discipline, it's going to speed your ascension. And the golden Atlantean dragon, it says, help you remember the wisdom of golden Atlantis. Awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talents. Reclaim your mastery. So here you are. You're going to go into where it comes to this question. you're going to have to do something for yourself. And that is open yourself up and bathe in the white light of the Creator. And know that you've got Archangel Gabriel's dragon with you. And he brings purification. You need to be purified of all the shit that's going on that you've been wondering about, that you've been worried about, all that stuff. You need to be purified of it. And then you've got the Golden Atlantean Dragon. And once you have cleared all this stuff from your life, it will bring back knowledge and gifts and talents, and you will reclaim yourself, because that's really what needs to happen, is for you to think about you and not to freaking worry about what he's thinking. 2022 is going to be a great year for you, because you are put some effort into becoming the who you would like to be, not the who he wants you to be.
Mm-hmm.
But that may be what turns his head and makes him think a whole different story of you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what my group of folks up here have to say. Jared, do you have anything else to say on that?
Very well put.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you for being here. Jared, as always, it's a blast. And I will
Indeed.
talk
Thanks
to
for having
you
me.
guys. Do what? Say it
Thanks
again.
for having me.
Oh, thank you. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye now.